Okay, now before we start, let me refresh a few things. Today, there won't be new things. That's not the purpose of today. There will be improving whatever has been done, whether it's Sec 4 or Sec 3. This is something I haven't told you and your parents. I think your parents will find this more important. The whole holiday tuition is like 15 days, right? 3 times 5. Some of you attend 3, some of you attend 2. Because holidays, our schedule is not, sorry, let me put it this way. I have 15 days, right, plan. You can attend 3, you can attend 2. I think not less than 2. And then you have 2 more days before school starts. Those are by design lah. Then on December, you're kind of free to do what you want. I designed it this way so that I haven't told your mom and dad, you guys are only paying for around nine, meaning we just pretend that this is a normal 4 times tuition per November and December. So if I'm not mistaken, November, December have 9 weeks. So for your benefit, attend as many as possible. You're only paying for 9. You can, of course, attend 9. You can, of course, attend less than 9. That's not ideal for Sec 4. I think 10 is minimum. But if you attend 15, all of them, you will definitely get a lot more benefits without paying more. Again, I think this is more of a concern for your parents. I will inform them later, right? So again, attend as many as possible, okay? Now for today. Today is what are we going to do? I'm just going to explain one more time very shortly what's pressure testing, okay? I have to strategize with you a little bit. The reason is because I am assuming that everybody wants to get, if possible, wants to get A1 or grade 7 in the final year. I'm assuming you guys want that options open. I'll re-explain certain things that you need in order to get A1 or grade 7. Those are the minimum things that you need. And pressure testing will help achieve that if we do it properly. Okay, so pressure testing is very simple. You're not doing pressure testing if you're new to the topic. So if you're new to the topic or if you don't grasp the basic concepts, if you feel like that, then definitely don't do pressure testing. Nothing will come out of it. Because pressure testing is meant to bring out problems more related to the exam itself. Not so much related on the subject. The exam has a lot of issues which tests your management skill, for lack of a better word. Because it tested that, the way to handle it is slightly different. So for example, pressure testing, you'll see later how it helps you, right? If you do it a lot more. But get your basics straight. I will help you with that. During pressure testing, I also tell you what will happen. And then after pressure testing, you have a certain confidence, a certain timing, a certain speed. And then there is something else after pressure testing, the usual thing you do before exam, the practicing certain papers. So one more time, get your basics, do your pressure testing, do your exam paper. Normal people practice exam paper. The worst thing is, or worse than that, practice only. Maybe practice topical stuff, revise what you don't know. Don't practice the exam. If you do that, you're not ready for the exam challenges, which is different from the subject itself. If you just practice your subject, you will be prone to pressure because the pressure doesn't necessarily come from the subject itself. It comes from your mindset, and it comes from the exam structure itself. So one more time, get your basics straight. Find out the problems with your exam skill with the help of pressure testing. The purpose of pressure testing is not to pressure you. I am pressuring you so that the problem comes out before exam. If not, the problem will come out during exam. I'm also saying that simple paper practice does not bring out the problem very well. First of all, you're not going to do enough. When you do like a full paper practice, usually, for example, at school, you don't really have time nor the focus to analyze what's the problem and fix it. You just say, oh, the problem is certain topic and certain topic. Yeah, but I thought you know that before doing the paper. Like you don't need to do a paper to find out or to know that you have problem with certain topics. Maybe the hard question you need to be reminded, but my point is pressure testing will help you prepare for your exam paper. So anyway, that's just the theory lah. So one more time, basic, pressure testing, whatever that means, and then exam paper test. Okay, now I'll show you a little bit of the exam structure for A Math and chemistry before we go to our thing today. Yeah. Oh, sorry, that was the previous one. Now, as per usual, I need some thumbs up, okay? Or rather, yeah, I guess thumbs up. Now, guys, ladies, I was assuming that you want your A1 or grade 7 option open, right? That's something you do not want to close at this point. You dare to imagine that what you're doing right now may somehow lead to A1 or 7, even though that's something you have never gotten before. This is for both A Math and chemistry. One more time, I'm not saying that you have achieved it. If you have achieved it, why bother attending tuition, right? Okay, why bother attending tuition? I just want to confirm that no matter how unlikely it is, you still want that to possibly happen for both subjects. If not, just tell me, at least I understand. I can adjust how I present because everything I'm saying is relevant to this. If it is too much of a goal, you tell me right now. So again, if it is your goal, not your goal, if it is something you may want to achieve, give me a thumbs up. If not, tell me something. I understand. I understand. Ariel and Sir. I understand, Abbott. I understand, Matty. How about you, Joel? You'll be thinking grade 7. All right. Now, I have talked to some of you regarding the details. I know the priorities of your subject. Having said that, you're basically saying to me that if possible, I want to get A1 or grade 7 for both, of course, without sacrificing the other subjects. You must understand that there are other subjects. Let's just say there are 5 more subjects out here. Look, the way I help you guys perform, right? Achieve something, it shouldn't be done by sacrificing or neglecting or ignoring the other subjects. I believe you also want to be good at the other subjects. It will be a shame, You'll be ashamed if not, right? Now, in my opinion, these two are the most troublesome one to practice. The most troublesome one. If you don't know how to practice, then there's only very few outcomes. Either you just don't get what you want because you don't practice in a correct way, I guess, because they are very troublesome to get A1 or 7. Or you will sacrifice the other subjects and you may get your A1 or 7, or you may still don't get it also while still sacrificing the other subject. That's how troublesome these two are. And we are trying to strategize to prevent those troubles. Okay. Now, with your experience with major exams, I hope you can understand what I'm trying to say here. It is strategic instead of per topic or per subject. because I believe that's where the trouble comes. Okay, anyway, I'll just show you what I mean. Now, you have O-level students here, and you have the IB student. As far as IP students, right? IP going to IB. As far as I can tell people, the IP student is having it worse than the O-level student. So whatever I'm saying to all of you should apply to both. We'll see. Now, in the O-level schedule, there are, for the past, I don't know, 7 years, there are only two ways to do it. Okay, watch. What happened this year? They just ended O-level. They're going to end O-level tomorrow. What happened this year is this. At a particular week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, okay? There are only 5 days, right? And a particular week, the tough week begins. So whatever, let's just call it week 44, okay? Let's just pretend it's week 44. So nothing here this year. This will be your E-Math, paper 1. This will be your E-Math, paper 2. This will be your Chem, paper 2. This will be your A-Math, paper 1. Okay? Then this will be your SS. This will be your A-Math, paper 2. And then this will be your Physics, paper 2. For those taking bio, I believe bio happens here. So I don't think any of you are taking triple science right now. Okay, let's get a few things straight. Joel, you should consider E-Math as C-Math, right? Something like that. Okay.
Yeah.
With you, Ariel, right? So let me just confirm with everybody. Do you know the percentage of paper 1 and paper 2 for E-Math? Do you know what's the ratio, Evan?
50-50.
Yep, it is 50-50. It wasn't 50-50. Now it's 50-50. Okay, and for the rest, let me just get it straight to everybody. This will be the same to the IP students. Also 50-50. 50-50. Now, SS for IP student, SS is their combined humanities, so it's half of a subject, kind of. So it is also 50, right? 50%. Also 50%. Your Chem paper 2 and your Physics paper 2 is also 50%. It's also 50%. I believe for IP students, this ratio also is the same, right? So if you're taking Biology paper 2, also 50%. Now, 50% is the most weightage that an exam can have. For example, for practicals, which happen kind of earlier, practicals are usually only 20%. For MCQ, they are 30%. If I'm not mistaken, reading comprehension is around 15. I'm not very sure. But my point is 50% is the biggest weight, right? Now, why am I showing you all this? Okay, because this slot, whatever happens in this slot is usually killed, so to speak. Or sometimes people run out of steam here also, right? So in general, the O-level has a certain point where it becomes rather difficult to perform because you have been performing for long. Before this week, I believe there are 2 weeks where the O-level already starts. If you cannot manage your steam, you will usually run out around here or here, right? And this is where I say the A-Math can be troublesome. It is already a very difficult thing, and they're still putting it in the difficult part of the exam. For IP students, let me confirm, this schedule is actually rather friendly looking, isn't it? Joel and Ariel, is it correct?
Yeah.
Ariel?
Yeah.
So you'll be having it worse, lah. Okay, the only positive thing is that you'll be done in 1.5 weeks, lah. I'm not sure whether it's an advantage or not, but you have to manage your energy more. It's like you're sprinting and they're doing marathon. We'll talk about it in a very different way later on. The pressure testing part is the same. So, okay, So now for O-level students, you know this is the situation. What are we going to do about it? Later, I'll tell you. But this is true. Now, the only variation possible is either this is physics or this is somehow replaced by chem. This happens very often in the past. They kind of change their schedule a little bit. So therefore, this is something else. And they put this as chemistry. Then the chemistry is not in a better position, it's in a worse position. So your A math and your chemistry may be in a position where it's very difficult to score, or rather to score normally because you're rather tired. If you don't feel that you're having this problem, then good for you. As far as I can tell, for IP students, you will run out of steam kind of close to the end, kind of close. And there are ways to handle that. So as an O-level coach, I am very concerned with helping you not run out of steam, so to speak. Okay, so that's it. So that's the first thing that we have to understand. Now, let's talk about the difficulty in practicing chemistry and AMAT. The trouble only starts. Remember, I told you these are the most troublesome subject. So this is the first trouble. It's a schedule trouble. IP students, which is Ariel and Joel, just help me out here a bit. I need to confirm something. Your MCQ is always at the back of the exam. Am I correct or not?
This shows like that for me.
Okay, Ariel,
It wasn't like that for me.
your MCQ how this year?
It was at the front of the paper, but then this year they didn't split it into paper 1 and 2 because we had OBS disruption.
So you kind of get just cut off. Sorry, you get the schedule got cut off in the middle, something like that.
Yeah.
But the MCQ is not at the back. The MCQ is at the front, something like
Yeah,
that.
but they took away like one topic from the syllabus, so they like shortened the paper.
Okay. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. I'm just confirming that. For O-level students, the MCQ is always at the behind part. I'm telling you the reason why, okay? I'm telling you the reason why. The reason is because MCQ don't need a human being to examine. Human examiner is not needed in MCQ. That's the benefit of MCQ. Therefore, they put all the papers in front, which requires human examiner so that they can get to work immediately. The MCQ is just at the back because by that point, everybody should have finished examining. Because of this reason, it is always the case that MCQ is at the back for the O-level students. In fact, there's a very big spacing between this week and the week of MCQ. Just telling you that right now. The reasoning is simple and therefore it is unlikely to change. For IB students or IP students, we'll get a taste of it next year. But my guess is it will be the same. MCQ is at the back. Because it doesn't make a lot of sense for the MCQ to be in front in terms of examining purposes. I hope that makes some sense. It's not to your benefit. It's to facilitate the marking of the paper. It's heavy work. Let's just say it's heavy work. So this is the first difficulty for AMAT and chemistry. Even if you practice a lot, if you never prepare for the killer week, you may still kena or suffer. Okay. Here's the second trouble. For AMAT, paper 1 or paper 2. They are both 2 hours 15 for the O-level students. In total, that's 4 hours 30 minutes. Just to practice for one paper, one full paper, you require 4 hours 30 minutes. I have never encountered a person who can do both papers in one day without running out of energy. It's very difficult to do this in one day, and you still have to mark it somewhere. In general, this is the greatest weakness of the traditional approach. The traditional approach is, practice your topics and then practice your paper. Well, you can't even do one paper, full paper in one day. This takes, let's say, 1.5 days to be optimistic. You still have other subjects. So practicing a full paper takes a long time. Unless you're very good in AMath, you need the practice somehow, but you cannot afford the time. You cannot afford the time. This is when you are good at most topics. When you're not good at most topics, you won't be even thinking about this too much. You'll be focusing more on the topics that you're not good at. Therefore, you're not practicing for the exam and blah, 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 and so on and so forth. Now, combine that with the killer week, and then I think our performance will suffer more and more. This is fair for everybody, so maybe it's not a concern. So now let me put it in a very positive way. If you manage to handle this properly, for example, using the way I teach you, then you will have an advantage from other people, not because your AMAT is better, but because your energy and time management is just better. Your practice is just better. And that, I think, is a very good mindset. It's not about winning or losing. It's about knowing the exam is not just a matter of the subjects. That is never true as far as I can tell. It is never true. Okay. For chemistry, now here's some good news. The paper 2 is 1 hour 45 minutes. Here is the practicals, and here's the MCQ. These two, 20% and 30%. So this is 50%. This one, easy to practice. This one, no comments right now. This one is 50%. Now, this one is the determinant of your grade. Your A or B are determined from this paper 2. Because everybody is usually good in MCQ and everybody is about the same in practical, no matter how bad you think you are. Okay, I'll explain again later. So, for chemistry, to practice a proper paper 2, you only require 1 hour 45 minutes, which is considerably less than the AMAT. So, okay, this is your paper 2. So I'm just telling you that for future purposes. Okay, remember, in summary, practicing AMAT properly is very difficult if you do it traditionally. Practicing chemistry traditionally is practicing MCQ, and this is not recommended, but very easy to correct by simply doing paper 2 more. You will see that I will be training you a lot with paper 2, especially what they call section B. In fact, you'll see that today. Okay. Now, at this point, any questions so far? Okay, a bit dry and boring, so bear with me, okay? Bear with me. Right. Now, for your AMAT, what is the content of your pressure test, which leads you to a good paper practice? I have to tell you this so that you understand what I'm asking you to do after this. If you don't see the connection, it's much harder to want to do it, right? Okay. Now, your pressure test should contain something like this. You should achieve 60% of the marks in 50% of the time. The total marks are 180. And then the total time is 4 hours, 30 minutes. So you're going to achieve, by choosing whatever topics you wish, 60% marks in 50% of the time, right? Eben, would you help us? What is 60% of 180?
108. Yeah.
How many? 100, okay, 108. Okay, 108 out of 180. Thank you very much. Okay. Your pressure test will end when you can get 108 in 2 hours 15, which happens to be just nice a paper. This is either paper or not. Now, to achieve this, usually you will choose your best topics. And topics which usually benefits a lot of other topics. So either your best topics, personal topics, and how do I say, impactful topics. Okay. Now, I'll give you an example of a very impactful topic. A very impactful topic is called partial fraction. Partial fraction is usually 4 marks. I don't think there's a difference between O-level and IP. And it will lead to an integration question, which is usually also 4 marks. Okay, they're actually rather easy to do and rather standard, but 8 mark is considered impactful. They are also not very difficult to do within the time limit. So they are good things to pressure test. If you pressure test this, you will become very good at it. This and that. This is from your Sec 3, and now this is from your Sec 4. I'm preparing you for this, for example. Now, this is an example where I believe it is very beneficial for you to put in your, so to speak, 60% choice. Some of you will have a very good idea. Hey, what's my best topic? Some of you will have no idea, and we should do trial error to find them. But the goal for everybody right now is the same. Kirana, thank you for joining us. Just checking, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, I'll just do a simulation to show you how 60% feel. What is 108 feeling? Why am I asking you to do all this? Let's just get some feel of it, okay? Now, currently, this is 8 marks. I'm going to ask you, everybody, each one, to give me your best topic. You think the topic that you can do the best. And then I'm just going to give you the maximum mark, the minimum mark you can get. Everybody should code something different, okay? Now, give me your best, starting from Ariel. Ariel, what is your best topic, you think, for AMAT?
Polynomials.
Polynomial. And this polynomial, I will exclude the partial fraction. Would that be okay?
Sure.
Okay, so for that, the minimum is 4 marks. Usually you get more. So I'll give you an idea around 4 to 6 marks. Okay, great. Let's combine with other people's best topic. Abbott? You cannot say polynomial again, yeah?
Probably coordinate geometry.
Right, coordinate geometry, which is very impactful, very, very impactful for around 10 to 12 marks, not just because of this, but it has a strong connection to linear law and one of the differentiation question. So I think that's a very good choice. Plus, it is supposed to be the easier topic. So I like this a lot. Easy topics, great marks are great for A1. Hope everybody agrees. Okay, great. I like it. Joel.
Partial fractions.
Partial fractions is already there. I'm just choosing it for everybody, right? Something else.
Uh, Functions, maybe. The first-
Function. Okay, you're right that functions are not very difficult. But let's say people don't understand what's functions. Maybe you can choose something else, maybe.
Is algebraic fractions counted?
Algebraic fractions. That's probably CMath. Probably CMath.
Oh,
In this logarithm, binomial,
I guess indices.
indices.
Yeah.
Indices is around 4 marks. So it's actually not a lot. But it has great connection to binomials. And it is definitely needed in your calculus. So it's a great topic to be good at. Then you gain confidence in 2 other big topics. So I like the choice. Remember, this is how we value topic. It's not just the 4 marks, okay? It's how it affects other topic. I hope that makes some sense. Thinking strategically, right? Okay. Okay, next one, Kirana.
Quadratic function.
Quadratic function and discriminant. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll call it discriminant. Discriminant, depending on the question, teacher, can be 4 to 6 marks. Now, I'm not sure whether it is good or bad, people, Kirana, but discriminant has no relationship to most other things. It has a stronger relationship to EMAT. So I'll put it as EMAT, or you call it CMAT. So actually, that might be an advantage, cross-subject, and that's okay. Just note that discriminant is very isolated in AMAT. It's just themselves, but it has a great effect to your EMAT. So again, I like it a lot. Oh, by the way, this also have great effect to EMAT also. So yay, coordinate geometry. Good choice, Kirana. Matthew.
Logarithms.
Logarithm. which is also 4 marks only. Okay, you may be disappointed in that, but it has great synergy with linear law and some parts of your integration. So great choice, not because of the 4 marks. If you are strong at this, likely you won't have trouble in certain parts. Now, nobody's choosing Trigo lah, so Trigo is very sad right now. Sun?
Certs.
Certs. 4 marks. And it will be very impactful to Trigo, which means Trigo has a great impact to integration. That might be a good news or a bad news for those, depending on whether you like Trigo or not. But certs has a great impact to Trigo. So good for you, right? That's your 4. I'm so sorry. Cert is not 4 marks. It's actually more like 6 marks most of the time. Okay. Right. Hey, none of you choose the big numbers. None of you. Binomial, at least 7 marks. Linear law, at least 7 marks. Okay, Trigo is so many marks, right? There are, oh my goodness, there are so many marks here. There are 5 things here. Hey, I'm just curious. How come nobody choose linear law? Somebody say something. So many marks. I think quite easy to do also. Can somebody comment? Linear law? No. Then I'll aim for the physics students. How many of you take physics here? Eben, you take physics, right?
Yeah.
Who else take physics?
Me.
Okay, Eben and Joel, have you realized linear law is extremely useful for physics practicals? Have you noticed that?
I haven't even done many physics practicals.
You'll see them very soon. You'll see them very soon. We're talking about the future, man. We rarely talk about the past. Joel, have you noticed that?
Not at all.
Okay, then specifically only for physics students, for practicals, if you can do linear law, you'll feel slightly better for your practical. So there are some benefits in putting linear law as something you want to pressure test, because not everything needs to be pressure tested, nor do we have enough time to do so. But when you say, hey, I want to pressure test this topic, you're saying, yeah, I'm rather good at it. I'm going to make it very good. Something that an A1 student is supposed to do, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. Now, please make some judgment based on what I'm talking about. Even if your linear law is so bad, people, linear law is still big marks. And linear law will still benefit physics for those who are taking it. Okay, that's just another example. Now, everybody knows binomial, so I'm asking the rest. Sean, why don't you choose binomial?
I haven't learned binomials yet.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, Matthew.
Like binomial is like relatively new to me, so I'm still not very used to it.
Understand. One more. Kirana.
It's very complicated.
You don't like binomial.
Yeah.
You hate binomial or you don't like binomial?
I hate.
You hate binomial. Okay, hopefully I can convince you and everybody else that binomial is one of the easiest big marks to get. Hopefully I can convince you and everybody else. Okay, whether it works out or not, sometimes it depends on you, sometimes it depends on some other things, but I hope we can at least try. Okay, I hope we can at least try. But yeah, but you will definitely hate binomial if your indice is not strong. That's just definite. The problem with that thinking is your integration and differentiation will also be affected. So kind of, now that I have grouped all your favorite topics, I'm gonna star those who have good impacts. Partial fraction have good impacts. Corner geometry, a definite impact. In this, even though your indice is not very strong, you still want to practice it for other topics. What is your topics? Discriminant, I'll leave it to you. But if you want, go ahead. It's more for EMAT. So I won't put it as a very impactful right now. Logarithm, yep, if you can make it strong. Surd, for those who hate trigo, especially surd will be helpful. Those are impactful. They may not be your choice, but sometimes you just have to force yourself. Remember, I'm only asking for 60% of your total topic to be pressure tested, to be very good. This will, I'm not sure whether this sounds optimistic, but if you can pressure test your 60% topics, you're almost guaranteed your A1. The rest are going to be quite easy already. Let me just put it that way. 60% is not A1, but if you can do 60% in 50% time, that's excellent. Let's just say that. That's excellent. Now, you will go through the process of choosing your own topics, but I am telling you the facts, right? That they are impactful and so on and so forth. Now, I have to address trigonometry. I have to address trigonometry. I'm going to ask people to make a guess, okay? Ariel, guess in total, how many marks do trigo have?
30.
30 marks. Okay, let's see whether that's, and I'm going to ask another person to guess first, okay? Thank you for the guess, 30 marks. Kirana, you like trigo?
I'm not really familiar with it.
Oh, haven't started, is it?
Like, cause we only started on it like after EOIN.
Yes, I understand. You're right. That's the recommended one, but some crazy school will definitely talk about it already. Like your school, Ariel, crazy school, okay? Anybody else have done quite a lot of trigo? Joel?
Yeah.
Okay, then you make a guess how many marks you think trigo as a total?
20 something.
20 something. Okay, let's see for everybody else, especially those who are not familiar, we are therefore talking about your future. 20 marks or 30 marks is actually quite a lot, quite a lot. And let's see how much is actually there. You have 5 subtopics. You have the R formula, which is at least 10 marks already, 10 to 12. It happens to be one of the easier ones, so hopefully you can do all that. Okay, and now there is the solving one. Whatever that means, that's 4 marks. You have the proving one, whatever that means, that's 4 marks also. You have the triangle exact answer, whatever that means, that's around 6 marks. You have the sketching one, whatever this means, this is 6 marks. Ariel, you would have remember some of this, yeah? Some of this. Okay, let's total up everything. Eben, help us. Total is?
Total what?
Total
Four?
is? 4, 4, 6, 6, 10. Total is?
Sorry, which one am I looking at?
4, 4, 6, 6, 10. Total will be?
4, 4. 20,
Total will be
30,
30. 30.
30. Yeah.
We'll call this the minimum for trigo, okay? It's usually 30 to 35 lah. So it's not even 20 plus. For Ariel, Joel, and everybody else, we haven't covered trigo because some already, some haven't. I think I will probably need 2 lah for the sake of everybody. But 30 marks is so not ignorable that at least some of them you must be able to pressure test. You must be able to pressure test. Okay, for those who do not understand, I won't ask, but I'm inviting Ariel. Ariel, you've gone through most of this, even though you're not confident probably. At least, can you choose one that you think, yeah, I think I want to make this into my pressure test list. I want to make it very good. Which one?
Like choose the topic. Oh, okay.
Solving, proving, exact, sketching, error formula, whatever those things are.
Sketching.
Sketching, and I agree with you. Sketching. Pressure test your sketching into your 6 marks is a lot. 6 marks is a lot. Hopefully you can give more. Joel, is there any topic among the trigo that you're comfortable or confident in.
Not really.
And I can understand that. Looks like that might be our menu for his holiday tuition. Okay, guys, we have been talking about the past, but we're linking it to the future. For most of you, Trigo is future, and I'm telling you, it's very difficult to ignore. Now, hopefully, when I go through you calculus, which is your integration and differentiation, hopefully, just hopefully, this will sound a bit more like a good news than a bad news. For Trigo, since those who gone through don't really like it, it might be a bad news. So many marks. Okay. For those who haven't gone through, keep an open mind, right? Keep open mind. We're going to study it together anyway. Now, differential integration, actually, how many marks? All right, Matthew, make a guess lah. How many marks?
Like 10.
Seriously, you think that we are studying for a 10-mark topic? Differential integration, really? Okay, 10 marks. 10 marks is big. Okay, let's see whether it's good news or bad news. Sean, make a guess.
I don't know, like 6.
How many? Sorry, how many?
Like 6.
6 marks. Okay, 6 marks. Okay, I'll go through the topics. I've never gone through you the topics before. You have never seen the question before. I'm just giving you the sense of scale, okay? Obviously, you do not know how many it is. I'm just guessing. But you might be surprised lah with the marks, right? Okay, so whatever these strange words I'm going to utter, just take it from me from now on. There's going to be a tangent normal question. And the tangent normal question is usually 6 marks at the very least. There's only one topic. And then you have a maximum minimum question, whatever that is usually 9 marks minimum. They are actually both quite easy once you know how to do them. This is already a total of 15. You have your CROC, whatever that is, connected route change, and usually around 6 marks also. Is there one more? Oh. Okay, for the integration, you have kinematics. This is news for physics students and to a certain extent e-math student, which is every one of you. Kinematics here might actually help you a lot in the physics student. At least 10 marks. Area under the graph, whatever that means, is usually 7 marks. And then there's something called I want to differentiate and then I want to integrate, which is also usually 8 marks. Plus this guy, also 4 marks. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, Matthew, would you please calculate the total for us? 6, 9, 6, 10, 7, 8, 4.
Uh, 50.
Sounds about right. Oh, 50. Yeah, correct. Correct. 50 marks sounds about right. About right. It's usually 50 to 55. Let's just say 50. Now, needless to say, now you know why I'm preparing you very early lah. It's not even as big as Trigo. It's bigger than Trigo. It's bigger than Trigo. And this has all the minimum marks. You can get slightly more depending on the situation. Needless to say, I hope every one of these topics you will put in your pressure test. 50 marks is almost half of 108 already, no? It's almost half. Okay, let me just total up everything. Focus your eyes on 50 marks. Focus your eyes on 30 marks. You may need to get some of those 30 marks in. And I'm going to calculate this lah. 4, 10, 4, 4, which is 22 plus 32. Okay, 32 plus 6. I'm so sorry, 36 marks. Okay. If I combine all of your best topics, it's still 36 marks, which is lesser than 50, slightly bigger than your trigo. Okay. If you combine all these three, all of them, you are already getting more than 108. That is the scale of what we are talking about. If all of this doesn't make a lot of sense to you, never mind. I'm just telling you ahead. I'm just talking about the future that you will face. Okay? Hey, any questions so far? All right. Now bear with me one last thing, okay? I'm telling you how we should pressure test. Let's say I choose a topic. Let's say I choose, I don't know, I choose Indies. Okay, Indies. We're gonna do one simple test. And everyone will have their timing lah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's say there are 10 students. Let's just split them. Okay. The moment I rank you just based on your timing, you will already feel a slight pressure. Remember, it's a pressure test. Okay. This is not something you usually do, you see. Ranking by timing. You never even measure your time in school or in homework. Precisely the point, people. Precisely the point. Precisely the point. I'm doing something unfamiliar, so it induces some pressure. I am doing something that is relevant to the final test, but you rarely do. So again, another pressure because you know I'm correct. You know that you never do this a lot, and you know that I'm correct in saying timing is important. You know that. Plus, the ranking makes you even more nervous. That's enough pressure, right? That's enough pressure. Now, what do we do with pressure? Pressure shall be your friend. Pressure shall bring up all the problems you have. Let's say, even though it's rank 1 to 10, actually all of you are good with indices. So with this additional pressure, we will bring out all the problems for you plain as day. And therefore, you can fix them way, way, way before next year. Long before next year. That is what it means to pressure test. To give ourselves pressure properly so that we can see how well we do or how badly we do. Okay. Whatever this order and whatever is, right? I will then say, okay, 1 and 2, you should do another question. 3 and 4, you should do another question. 5 and 6, you should do another question, whatever. And then in pairing, you try and, so to speak, challenge each other who is better. The challenge is part of the pressure. Remember, you're putting yourself in line. That is the point here. The point is not to rank you. The point is not to measure you. We are using those things so that you experience the right pressure. Put yourself on the line, challenge somebody, challenge another student just like you, and try to improve each other. Then you have a revised timing, whatever. And we keep doing this until you yourself are satisfied with the timing. It's not me, actually. I'll give you some guideline. Okay, some people will be very satisfied with, in this is usually 4 marks, right? Now tell me the ratio one more time. Joel, do you know the ratio? 1 mark, how many minutes?
1.5. Is it?
Right. So correct. For O-level students, at least. Yeah. For you, it will be slightly less. So 4 marks, how many minutes, Joel?
6 minutes.
6 minutes. Now, some of you will be very happy if you just reach 5 minutes. You can tell me, hey, can I just stop pressure testing my Indies? I'm already good at it, and my timing is quite fast. And I'll say, hey, you know what? Maybe I agree with you. Like, hey, from now on, pressure test something else lah. From now on, pressure test something else. Okay? So it doesn't actually matter whether you become number 1 or not, because that was never the point. It was never the point. but you do have to have some idea how fast you want to be and whether that is good or not. Along the way, you will settle many problems, hopefully lah. Hopefully. And along the way, I can now help you to be faster. So for the 5 minutes guy, hey, my Indies is enough. Okay, I want to do other things. Go ahead, man. Do something else. Hey, but the guy here, okay, maybe he's reaching 4 minutes 30 seconds. It's actually very difficult to shave half a minute. And then he say, I'm not happy with 4 minutes 30 seconds. Can you help me be faster? Oh, I will be very happy to help you be fast. When do you stop? Sometimes it's up to you, yeah. Sometimes it's up to you. But from my point of view, if your ratio is now 1:1, it is already extremely fast. I think you should stop close to 4 minutes. I think 4 minutes is very, very fast if you can do it very well. Okay. Now, this is how we pressure test, and hopefully you'll experience quite a lot before next year. Okay. Sorry, yeah, a lot of theory so far. Any questions? All right. Now, I'm going to show you more questions in AMath just to show you how I will help you get up to speed, and then later on, maybe we can try a few pressure testing. Okay. Okay. Bear with me for another 5 minutes, and then we'll. I still owe you the explanation for this question, people. Let me send you later, yeah? I haven't sent, okay? Okay, thank you for bearing that with me. Now we'll do a few more practices. Wait, where was it? Okay. Matthew, please confirm. This is what I call the kinematics question. It is actually one of the easier ones. I was saying that it is at least 10 marks. So Matthew, please count for us. Total, how many marks so far?
3,
And then?
6,
Then?
8.
Okay. And then, oh, it's only 8. Oh, this is a bit short. Again, usually, yeah, it's around 10. So 8. How easy or how difficult is 8? Follow me. Follow me. Especially for physics student, you have some slight advantage, okay? Acceleration. Acceleration is here. They give you 2t minus 5. I've got this acceleration equals to 2t minus 5. Okay. Now, this is something slightly, never mind. To get velocity, for some reason, if you just integrate acceleration, you will get your velocity. Okay, you will get your velocity. This is very easy to integrate. Okay, I am now asking everybody, I'm giving you half a minute. Please integrate this guy right now. Okay, half minute is up. Now, for those who are confused, don't worry, we'll talk about it together. This is not a pressure test. We're just introducing questions, right? Does anybody understand the integration of 2t is simply t squared? Those who don't understand, please speak up right now. Okay. Now, the integration of minus 5 is minus 5t. Those who don't understand, please speak up right now. Okay. Now, here comes something new. This is new today, okay? The integration is extremely simple, but I will now complete your integration knowledge. Every time we integrate, we by right must assume something which is not zero. Now we say it out as something, I don't know, we call it constant lah. Okay, I'll call this constant 1. This constant can be any number, let's just say from -1 million to 1 million. Let's just pretend. I will make the assumption that this guy is not zero. This is very important, even though it is very simple. The reason why I make this assumption is because, let's say this is 0. Let's just say this is 0. What is the differentiation of 0, Joel?
The integration of 0.
No, the differentiation of 0.
Oh, is this to 0?
Yes,
Yes, right.
correct. Correct. It is correct. Yeah, just to clarify that doubt. Now, why am I going through all this? Because if it's 0, of course, differentiation is 0. So no worries here. There is nothing here. If let's say it's not 0, let's see whether it's trouble or not. Let's say this is 5. So, what's the differentiation of 5?
Wait, I don't really get it. Can you say again?
Oh, wait. Did you attend yesterday? Wait, come on, how am I forget? Did you attend yesterday? Sorry.
I wasn't there.
That's why. Okay, so I'm sorry, you'll be a bit confused. Yeah, you'll be a bit confused. And I haven't sent you. Oh my goodness, right. It was something we covered last week, not yesterday, but yesterday was a revision. Okay, so you might be a bit confused, yeah? Just bear with us for now, and we'll talk about it later. Kirana, what's the differentiation of 5?
Is it 0?
And you are correct. You are correct. So if this guy is 5, we still get 0. That's what I'm trying to say. If this guy turns out to be 0, of course we'll get 0. Now let's say this guy is very weird, -200. What's the differentiation of -200, Ariel?
Wait, what? Minus what?
The differentiation of -200.
I have no clue.
Okay.
0?
Yes, you're correct. The differentiation of any number is 0. For those who missed this yesterday, for now, just remember, oh my goodness, the differentiation of any number is 0. If I don't have any variable attached to it, it's just 0. Okay. Why am I saying all this? Because this constant turns out to be very flexible. It can be any number possible because everything will differentiate to 0, to nothing. From nothing, we must assume there is something when we integrate, is what I'm trying to say. From nothing, I must, when I integrate, assume there is something, some number. Okay, some number. Now I'm going to write this down, velocity, and then we're going to call it a day. Yeah? Go write down one more time. So my velocity will be t squared minus 5t plus a constant that I have yet to find. Usually I want to find this, and usually it's kind of easy. But you must first understand the assumption. Now, we're going to take a 10-minute break, and I'm going to give some, I'm going to ask people who are very confused just now to have a chance to clarify before you guys taking a break. So the break is longer. Okay. Who would like to clarify first before taking a break? Please thumbs up. Okay, Joel, let's clarify. Sean, let's clarify. Okay, the rest, please. Okay. The rest, please take a break. Okay, Joel. Joel first lah. Joel, what do you want to clarify?
Wait, how do you know this question is integration?
Right.
Like, what's the
Very
keyword?
good. Oh, a very good question. For those who are not taking physics, but you are, right? You are, right?
Yeah.
Acceleration and velocity. What is the relationship between acceleration and velocity? You know something about this in physics. What is it?
Uh,
In the graph
velocity.
of velocity, right? In the graph of velocity, correct?
Yeah.
What
Mm.
is the acceleration?
The gradient, is it?
Right. Correct. The gradient is acceleration. Sorry, Sean, you may not understand this too much because you're biology. I'll explain to you later in a different way. Okay, Joel first lah. So velocity and acceleration have a very strong relationship in physics. And this question is a physics question by nature. So far, so good, Joel?
Yeah.
And then the math, now the math contributes something. The math is telling you, oh, the gradient, for some strange reason, is the differentiation. If
Oh.
I differentiate velocity, I get acceleration. It is already hidden in physics, and AMath is making it clear for you. Understand?
Yeah. Okay, wait, but let's say I don't take physics
Mm-hmm.
and I just look at this question.
All right. Then I can
Oh,
answer Joel and Sean, right? Joel and Sean, now we pretend you never talk about this in physics. Well, the answer is rather simple. First of all, wait. No, you won't. Oh, you won't do this in eMath. To be fair, you won't do this. So I cannot use eMath, right? They will just tell you, look, oh, if I differentiate velocity, I get acceleration. Therefore, by logic, if I integrate acceleration, I will get velocity. They will just tell you that, and you kind of just accept it if they don't explain anything else.
Oh, so like in this question, they didn't really give keywords lah.
Oh, no,
It's
no. They expect you to know this is a kinematics question. Meaning, they expect you to immediately understand I need to talk about displacement, velocity, and acceleration no matter what they give you.
Oh, all right.
And then they will tell you, hey, the differentiation of displacement is velocity ma, the differentiation of velocity is acceleration ma, so you just take care of the rest lah. Something like that.
Okay.
So that is a basic knowledge for this question, kinematics, right? I would like to say that this is going to be very beneficial for physics moving on. Okay. Now, are you clear, Joel?
Yes.
Just to show you below, hey, they ask for displacement. For after a while, you should be expecting that. Hey, total distance. After a while, you should be expecting that. Understand? You should be. Okay. After a while, this particular question, a lot of marks, very predictable after a while. Okay, Ken? Okay, now feel free to take a break, Joel. Sean, how can I clarify for you? What is your confusion?
Wait, I don't. Wait, what is differentiation?
Uh-oh, Sean. All right, okay. Sean. Somehow I might not have kept track very well. Sean, let me see. Oh, great. All right. So Sean, last week you only attend the chemistry one, am I correct?
Yeah.
On the AMath, which is on Wednesday, I did send you a video, but I am guessing you didn't
Oh
see.
yeah, I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, then you're 2 weeks behind.
And
You're 2 weeks behind. Okay, okay, Sean, hear me out. Now hear me out. Now I'm speaking differently. Now this question has no meaning to you. Yeah, this question has no meaning to you. What we did before, I'm just gonna switch now. Now, Sean, you gotta hear me out a bit. You gotta hear me out a bit. Oh. Okay, right. It's not like there's anything urgent. When I mentioned pressure, Tesla, you don't understand differentiation. Of course, you'll feel a lot of pressure. Oh, people seem to understand, you don't, right? Now, the bare facts is that there's not much urgency because when you go back to school, they haven't even started differentiation integration, whatever that means, whatever that means. They will just finish trigo first, and then maybe they'll go on differentiation integration. And the teacher understand that differentiation integration is a very important topic. It's important right now for O-level. It's important for those who want to take it in A-level. H2 math, whatever. It's also very important for people who want to take engineering in poly, whatever, right? Science, engineering. So they will take great care of it and they'll spend a lot of time in it. Let's say you miss all the A math thing, let's say this holiday tuition, you just do chem very well, okay? You are not in any danger. This has to be clear first. I'm trying to drop your pressure level and make you not very anxious. That is the fact. That is the fact. Are we okay first?
Yeah.
Okay. But you are not satisfied with that, correct?
Yes.
May I know why you're not satisfied with that?
I don't know. I just wanna like learn before, so it's easier for me to understand during lesson.
Which is definitely the effect everybody will feel, right? The minimum effect that people will feel if they only take the first 2 weeks, okay? 3 weeks, you can just catch up with video. If there are 3 more weeks, you can ask me. But that's the minimum effect people will feel. After teacher talk about differentiation, integration, even though you seem to forget everything, everything becomes very easy. So that's great. That's great for whatever score you're aiming. I'm aiming even more. I'm aiming that everybody here, including you, already start pressure testing their differentiation and integration long before the school even starts. Because there's an additional benefit to that. The additional benefit is, of course, you feel that, hey, I'm preparing quite a lot of marks. 50 marks is a lot, correct, sir?
Mm-hmm.
So, great. I'm prepared. For example, this question, how come teacher is saying it's very easy, it's 8 marks, I want that also, all those benefits. Second benefit also. First benefit, school feels easy, which is great. Second benefit, you're preparing for exam, which is great, feels great. The third one, I am opening up the A math possibility. Now, in this situation, if you are serious in saying, actually, maybe I want to aim for A1, maybe it is possible, then it is true that starting right now will give you a very solid foundation without endangering the other subject. That is what I'm talking about at the start. I am actually aiming for 1, 2, and then 3, so that people don't say, hey, I want A1 after prelim. And actually, it's hard to do just because there's so little time, something like that. Okay. Any of these 3 strikes you as something that you want, just to confirm?
Like, yeah, I just want to be prepared and like get like as much marks as I can.
Right. So therefore, I must say to you, it shouldn't be too much of a problem if you catch up with the video before we enter next Wednesday, which is A math. Or since you cannot attend Wednesday, we will catch up A math on Thursday. Now, let me get this clear. Is it correct that every Wednesday you cannot attend?
Oh no, it's not every. It's just like the last 2 weeks I have CCA that ended late, but like next week my CCA is earlier, so I think I can.
Good. But even with that, you will feel like you're behind everybody, right? Even though you are not actually behind the school, correct? You're just behind everybody here, correct?
Mm-hmm.
It's an artificial pressure I'm creating, correct or not?
Yeah.
And you don't have to be pressured. Let me just state that first. Are you sure you want to be pressured?
No.
Then it shouldn't be too much of a ask if, first of all, I ask you, after today, or in fact, in the next half, all I'm saying to them doesn't make sense to you because I'm already gearing them up for questions. In the past 2 weeks, I'm helping them with all the basics. So I don't think it makes sense to you, but you can immediately switch to viewing video from the first week. And
Okay.
then you can immediately ask questions to me. I will definitely entertain your question in the middle one. Do you understand or not?
Okay. Yeah.
So you should do that. And then, you're not going to finish the video. You're going to continue with this week's video, which I will send you, blah, 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 continue. And then you'll have a lot of questions to ask. Ask this, ask it. When do you ask it? Well, I mean, next Wednesday will be a good day to ask, even though you're still behind. If you do that, you will catch up very soon.
Okay.
Okay, so a little bit of pressure for you, but you can catch up definitely. You can, and you will feel very happy if you catch up. I think there's a good reason for it. Okay.
Yes.
So what do you think? That's a good way to do it?
Yes.
Okay. So later you take a break, right? And then you enter, you just look at the video. If there's a technical problem, you tell me. If not, you just follow the video. You will need your video on one screen, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Will need your good notes. I propose good notes lah, yeah. In another screen, you keep writing what I'm saying, blah, 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 and learn and ask me.
Okay.
And then we'll proceed to next week, and then we will try our best to make you on par with everybody by next Thursday. By next Wednesday, you will still be catching up.
Okay.
And then you will hopefully feel quite happy. Okay?
Yes.
Take a break. I'll see you later.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, mic test, Ariel, are you here? Eben, are you here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Joel?
Yep, I'm back.
Okay, cool. Kirana?
Yes.
Okay, Matthew?
Yeah.
All right, good. Sen? Sean and Ariel, let me confirm. Is Sean and Ariel here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good, Ariel. Sean, are you back? Okay, but let me tell everybody what Sean asked me. So Sean happens to be in a very strange position. She actually missed the A Math, the 2 Wednesdays lah. I think most of you. Oh, there's 1 or 2 which missed the first week, but I think you managed to catch up, right? I think Kirana and Joel, you managed to catch up. Sean actually didn't see the first week video, and therefore this week, even she attended, which she didn't yesterday because of events, she won't even understood, right? So Sean is in a very strange position, and somehow she might have just wasted maybe half an hour today listening to me talking about what you guys understand and what she does not understand. Now, here's the good news. Even for Sean, it is so easy to catch up in this holiday tuition. It is not magic. It's just you don't have much to do. You're not having school. You're having some events, You have enough energy, right? You have videos to help you. I will send you the link for yesterday's video. Kind of missed that. Okay. So Sean can catch up. If Sean can catch up by, I believe, next Thursday. By next Thursday, if Sean just, see the video, ask questions, attend Wednesday, by Thursday, she will be about the same as us. That's the benefits of holiday, okay? If Sean can catch up, any one of you who feel a little bit lost should be able to catch up by simply asking questions or repeating certain stuff. So now I'm going to say something like this. At this point, you must understand that you can now do something slightly different. For example, Sean, are you back? Sean is not back. Yes. For example, for Sean shouldn't be listening to us right now. Sean should immediately view the video so that she can, follow up quickly and ask questions from the past. Let's just be fair. This is holiday. You don't feel like doing video viewing yourself during non-tuition time. Yeah, you won't feel it, That's why I make pressure, like Sean is feeling pressure. It's a manufactured pressure, right? Because everybody seems to understand what she does not understand. Yeah, because she's comparing herself with us. But if she compare herself with all the other students from her school, she's way ahead, man. She's just way ahead. She's way ahead in chemistry. Chemistry is no problem. She's just a bit behind from us. It's a manufactured pressure. It's not something urgent. It just feel like it. If you're a good student, if you understand yourself, then you understand a little bit of pressure makes you perform. Just a little bit more. The pressure that you're feeling right now should be around the amount that makes you want to perform, which is why, especially on Thursday, if you're lost, you probably shouldn't listen to me. I will be moving faster and faster, a little bit, to keep the pressure on. This is me using pressure. Why? So that you can use that pressure and revise something useful. You should ask me, hey, you know what? I don't want to cover something new. I want to strengthen my old things. Can you give me questions? I'm hoping one of them will start to take the initiative and ask me. Because I need you to show that initiative. If you want to go for A1, you have to manage your own pressure testing. For Monday and Wednesday, you have been following me closely. That's great. Even next Monday and next Monday, it will be slightly more flexible already. I don't want you to be lost when it's flexible. I want you to take the chance and strengthen yourself. Given all this pressure and given all this help I can give you, take initiative to think about it. Okay, again, Sean, are you back? Nice. Sean, are you muted? Anyway, guys, Sean is a prime example of she should split and do her own thing so that she can be stronger. Right now. Okay, Sean already knows that. Anybody else want to not follow me, but want to ask for, more basic practice or some sort of repetition and split off right now. You should take the initiative and say that right now. If not, I'll be covering something new, you see, again, to keep the pressure on slightly. It's a manufactured pressure. Who want to split off and do something different? Nobody? Wait, let me confirm. For the 5 other person here, thumbs up, please. You do not want to split off. You want to just follow what I'm doing. Okay, Eben, yes. Joel, yes. Ariel, yes. Kirana and Matthew. I'm okay with that also. But remember, yeah, take charge of your own learning, of your own improvement. Okay, that's a sign of an A1 student. I'm here to help. Okay, I'm here to help. Okay, then follow me for now. And please, for goodness sake, ask questions, okay? For goodness sake, ask questions. Don't wait until I fish out the question for you. Okay? I am not doing the right thing. Okay, so people, let me repeat what might be new here. What might be new is this. Sorry, I better erase this. This is a kinematics question. How do you know? Oh, it's about displacement. Sorry. It's about displacement, velocity, and acceleration. You should have in your mind, the expectation is displacement, velocity, acceleration. They call this kinematics. This word will never be used anyway, whatever. It's just a term used in physics. It's a kinematics question. Never mind, you might want to remember it as displacement, velocity, acceleration question with some sort of variation on total distance, whatever that means, and average speed. For some reason, they seem to want this. Especially for non-physics students, you may be confused about the difference between speed and velocity and distance and displacement. So all these are new, and this concept you need it because look at the differentiation and integration. The differentiation and integration is actually very easy. It's actually stupidly easy. It's really easy. This is the new thing you want to pay attention. Your reward is 8 to 10 marks. This is 8 marks, a bit small. It should be 10 marks. Okay, one of the easier questions. So one more time, this is new. Let me emphasize what you need to pay attention to right now. You need to understand that they will just tell you displacement differentiated become velocity. Velocity differentiated become acceleration. They give you acceleration. Guess what? They like to do that a lot because they think it's so easy, they should make you do integration rather than differentiation. That's how they think. Just comply, man. It's so easy to be fair. It's so easy. Now, I'm gonna erase all this. Now, for your information, I rarely use examples that I have seen the answer before. I have not seen the answer for this question, nor have I take a peek below. I have to take a peek below a little bit because I have to explain to Joel something. Now, I make a prediction basically. I make a prediction that this will be a displacement, velocity, and acceleration question. Do you see any displacement in the question, Matthew?
No.
Then let me ask you something. If we don't see any displacement, should you just take a plunge and integrate this one more time in expectation of displacement below. Do you think we should do that or not?
Yes.
Yeah, why not, right, Matthew? Why not? Trust your teacher, right? Let's see how far that gives you. Right, displacement. Some people will say D, some people will say, I will just say D. Now, Matthew, you lead the way. What's the integration of T squared?
Uh,
Come on,
one
write T.
second.
Write T. The power will be.
3
And then what do you have to do in front?
times 1/3.
Very good. And this will be correct. Okay, Ariel, integrate minus 5T, please. Remember the steps, Ariel. Write down minus 5T. It doesn't change. Correct? That's the first step. Hey, unmute yourself.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm
The
right
power?
here. The power. 3.
Focus, Ariel. Focus, Ariel. The power
Okay.
is 1. It becomes?
Okay. The power is 1. It becomes 2.
Very good. That's the
Yeah.
second step. The third step is something in front. What is it?
You write down 1 in front.
Yeah. What is it that you write down in front?
1.
No, you write down. Sorry, this is plus and this is a minus. You write down times 1/2.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
You are practicing this for almost 3 days already, so I do expect you to get used to it very soon. Okay, one more time. Okay, one more. Sorry, let's change first. Kirana, this is a C1, correct? A C1. It is not known. Can we actually integrate this guy? It's a number that we do not know. It's just a number we assume is that. Can we actually integrate this guy? You think?
No.
Okay, then Kirana and everybody else, of course, we should find this mystery number first. I am telling you right now, the teacher also know you need to find. And therefore, the teacher will give you the way to do it. How does the teacher give you the way to do it? It's so extremely simple. Look, yeah. He's going to give you a pair, okay? A pair of velocity and time. Why would he do that? Because you can put the time here, and you can put the velocity here, and voila, simple calculation will give you this mystery number. Thumbs up if you understand. If not, please ask question.
Can you repeat again?
No problem. Remember, we want this mystery number. This mystery number only exists at the velocity level. I mean, it doesn't exist at the acceleration level. Correct, Kirana?
Yeah.
Also, the question maker knows you need to find it. How can he help you? He will guaranteed help you by giving you a pair of velocity and time number, because you can put it in and therefore find your mystery number. Now, I will show you that the question does give you a pair of velocity and time. Okay, watch. This one. Again, strange, right? The question actually gives you acceleration later on, but the question starts off with some sort of velocity. Isn't that strange? Where we have come to the purpose of it. He is giving you a velocity, v equals to 6, and he has given you a hidden time within this sentence, because he will always give you a pair. Joel, can you help us identify the hidden time?
0, I don't know.
You are correct, but why? So complicated, I'll show you. Why? Because he say a particle moving in a straight line, blah, 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 blah. Look, a particle moving in a straight line is just like that, okay? It's just like that. There's nothing complicated with this. passes a fixed point O, okay, which is just, this is an O, okay, nothing complicated. He passes this thing at velocity equals to 6. If I draw it this way, nothing complicated, right? Okay. The question is, what is the time at this moment? The question also gives us, but so complicatedly, he gives us at the end. It's so annoying sometimes, where t seconds is the time after passing 0. This simply means the t starts counting when he passes through 0. It is as if this is a starting line, because it is definitely a start line, but you just kind of warm up, and run through it. But you only start the stopwatch at the official start line. Nothing stops you from running before. Very strange. In a competition, you are not allowed to do that. You're supposed to start from the starting block. You know, I get it. It's a different kind of competition. Okay, here's a start line. You already warm up. And when we pass through, stopwatch start. Stopwatch start means time still at 0. Okay, again, remember guys, I understand that he is already moving here. We pretend that those things don't exist because it is not the official time and position to start. This is just a common setup. This is how they do it. I know why, but they don't explain why. It's mostly a physics explanation. Also, no point explaining to the non-physics student. I apologize. This question is very pro-physics student. Okay, good for you, physics students. All right. Whoever understood what I said, thumbs up. If not, ask questions, please. Matthew, you okay?
Yeah, my bad.
Okay. Sean, are you back? Sean, tell me, are you back?
Yes, sorry, I was at the toilet.
No problem. Are you doing the thing that we say?
I'm watching a video.
Good. You're not bothered by us?
No, I turned the volume down a bit.
Good. Very good. Very good. Please do so. Okay. As I've promised you people, they give you a pair of velocity and time. Now, let's think about it for a while. It's not they give. In reality, there is always a time for a velocity. That's the reality. The question is based on reality. At this time, there will be some sort of speed. Let me put it another way. So they always exist as a pair. For your information, in every time, there is also acceleration and displacement. For every time, there is acceleration, there is velocity, and there is displacement. That is just the nature of things moving. Physics people will help, will accept this better. Okay, sorry guys, the rest, you're just grappling with something. Okay, so anyway, mathematically is too easy already. What I explained seems very complicated. Mathematically, look what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this, which is a combination of this sentence and that sentence. So long for two measly numbers to give you one weird number. What do I want to do? Okay. Since v equals to 6, t equals to 0, therefore, since velocity equals to t squared minus 5t plus a mystery number, I'm going to put the 6 here. This is 0 squared minus 5 times 0 plus c1. Tell me what is c1, Matthew? This is 0 and this is 0. This is c1. Come on, what is c1?
It's 5.
Hey. This is 0. This is 0. This is c1. What is c1?
Oh, wait, is that a 6?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. This is a 6.
Oh, I see. Then it's 6.
Yeah, so sorry, my writing very bad. Now, C1 is 6. This mystery number is now revealed by the help of a pair of numbers. Very common in this question. I must say, the math itself is pretty easy. It's just that all the application a bit new to you. Don't be afraid, please. Don't be afraid. Okay? Something so simple, you will be able to do this soon enough, in less than 2 minutes, okay? This is the benefit of this question, okay? After a while, you can do 8 marks in maybe 3 or 4 minutes, right? tops. Okay, the mystery number is now revealed. We don't have to worry about it at all. Let's go back to integrating. Okay, Matthew, integrate plus 6 for us, please.
Would it be 6t?
Thank you very much. Positive 6t. Everybody who agrees, thumbs up, please. It's so simple, but you need to be strong at this, huh? Don't understand, please tell me right now. Okay. Eben?
Like I don't know where the T comes from.
Very good. I was hoping that somebody will ask that question, right? I was hoping. Yesterday, we're dealing with x's, correct or not? Right? You know, x squared becomes x power 3, 1 over 3. We did that yesterday, Eben. Still until yesterday, correct or not?
Yeah.
It turns out this question, the variable is not x, the variable is t, because they tell us. Can you accept that? So in your
Okay.
mind, you may want to integrate this to 6x, correct? Which is not wrong. But please be a bit flexible. The variable in use is not x, the variable in use is t. So just put t as a replacement for x. Does this make any sense, Evan?
Okay.
Okay. It is obvious that the variable is t, and I can tell you in kinematics, the variable is always t. Treat it as your x. You will be fine. It's the same thing, right? It is a good question, Eben. I hope everybody understands. This is the benefit of a group class. You will benefit from other people's questions. At least that's what I hope. Plus something else. Joel, what is this something else?
0, is it?
Mystery number C2, which is not assumed to be 0. Don't assume it to be 0.
But if the time is 0, then displacement should be 0.
Only after you confirm from the question.
Oh,
Only after you convey from the question. Do not assume that.
okay.
In your working, people, in your working, they will see whether you assume there is a C1 or not. It was a C1 here, understand? And then you go and find the C1. They will look for it. It is something new in integration, not in differentiation, but I hope it's not very complicated. It's just a finishing touch. You assume there is a mystery number and you go and find it. If you don't go and find it, or you assume it's not there, you are not just losing marks, you are losing the marks below. It is affecting everything. Because just now, if I do not assume there is a mystery number here, I will not get a 60 here, and definitely I am wrong already. By the way, there's your displacement. See, I told you, there's your displacement. There's your displacement. Okay? Can everybody accept that you need to assume there is a mystery number and you need to go and find what they are giving you as a hint? This is the basics of this question. And with other integration questions also. Okay, I'll go straight to finding C2. Just now, to find C1, you assume they give you a pair, which they did. A pair of V and a pair of T. Kirana, for this mystery number 2, what kind of pair of numbers will they give you? Will they give you a value of V and a value of T also?
I'm not sure.
You are not sure. The answer should be, it is not useful if they give you V and T. Why? You are no longer at the level of velocity. What level are you in? Displacement, correct? Acceleration integrate become velocity, velocity integrate become displacement. You're at the level of displacement. If they want to help you, they should give you time and what, Kirana?
Distance.
Distance, or as of right now, we'll say it's a displacement. I haven't explained to you what's the difference. Kirana, this will impact you quite a lot, but just follow me for now. Displacement let's pretend that that is somehow not distance. I have to mention this place. Okay, let's
Okay.
just pretend with people. But get it straight, people, they will give you another pair of displacement and time. Now, do they give you? That's the question. Surprisingly, it's all hidden in the sentence. Since this is the basic part of the question, I need some brave soul to, to help us. Did they actually give you a pair of displacement and time number?
Yes.
Yes, Joel, please tell us where can we find it?
Oh, like since the time starts at when you at point
Zero.
so time is 0, then
Mhm.
that's the starting line also. So displacement should be 0.
Very good. By logic, surprisingly, by logic, a starting line displacement is 0. Okay, remember all the distance before that we don't count. It's a very strange competition. Okay, just continue running first until the starting line, then we start to count. I understand that the velocity has been going along before the starting line. It does not matter. What Joel said is correct. Formally, start line displacement 0. Therefore, displacement equal to 0 when time equal to 0. They did give you this. They did give you this. It's not even obvious which sentence, but by logic, it does appear. I hope this is acceptable. Once you realize all that, the math is very simple, right? Put the displacement equal to 0. Put the time equal to 0, 0, 0, and your mystery number is what? Eben? Your mystery number is? Zero. Why? 0 equals to 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus C2. C2 must be 0. Make sense?
Yeah, sure.
The mystery number is now revealed. C2 is equal to 0. Let me state this very carefully. You have to find it and equal to 0. You have to mention this. You have to find this. They will then give you the marks. Understand this clearly. Okay, guys? Yeah, must be clear, okay? Must be clear. Now, I promise you, if you can do all this new thing, you will suddenly gain 6 marks. You're very close to 6 marks right now. I will now erase this in 30 seconds and you will do it yourself in 1 minute. What am I asking you to do? I'm asking you to integrate A to velocity, integrate velocity to displacement, and go find the true mystery number. 30 seconds, I will erase, and I'll give you around 1 minute to do it. Okay, I'll start moving it. Sorry, yeah, very slow. Oh my goodness, I'm very slow. Wait. Sorry, I'm very slow. Okay, go ahead and start, people. On retrospect, I probably should give you 2 minutes. Look, in these 2 minutes, you can ask questions, okay? Don't suffer through the 2 minutes if you do not know what to do, right? One more time. I'm asking you to integrate acceleration to velocity, velocity to displacement, even though the question does not ask us to do so. Ariel, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Matthew and Eben, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Kirana and Joel.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, so feel free to continue if you are okay and follow me if you are not. The question never asks us to integrate. I'm telling you, you are supposed to know that. Okay. The question never asks us to find velocity and displacement. I'm telling you, it's very beneficial to simply do that. Integration of 2t is, well, 2t squared times half lah, right? There, t squared. Minus 5t plus a mystery number. For mystery number, we need velocity equals to 6 when t equals to 0. Therefore, 6 equals to 0 plus 0 plus c1. c1 equals to 6. Now we have this as 6. They need to see this, by the way. They need to see this, right? Okay, now integrate t squared. It's t power 3, 1 over 3. Integrate minus 5t, write down minus 5t with a 2, then over 2, right? Plus 6t plus another mystery number. Again, same thing. T equals to 0, displacement equal to 0. Therefore, 0 equals to 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus c2. c2 equals to 0. Now you have the full displacement. Okay, once you get onto it, it's very fast one. Okay, it's not magic. You can do this very well in pressure testing. Any questions so far? Are we here yet?
Wait, I'm really sorry. Could you explain the mystery number thing again?
One more time. We must assume there's a mystery number no matter what. This is something new, but totally the standard procedure from now. Can you accept that or not? Can just tell me. You must assume for integration, you have a mystery number from now on, no
Okay.
matter what the question is. Okay, the mystery number will be there. Yes, Joel, go ahead. It is a good question, Ariel. Yeah? I understand that it's new, but again, you must assume that from now on. Any other question, people? Are we here yet? Okay, now I keep promising you, okay, this is a lot of marks, blah, 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 blah. In fact, I mentioned to you, once you do this, you're very close to 6 marks. 6 marks, man. 6 marks is more than in this. So sorry, that's wrong. More than in this, more than log, you know, almost equal to binomial. Are you really sure, teacher? Yes, I'm very sure. Especially that the question never asks us velocity and displacement. Why are we so confident? Because the question will always be like that one. Okay, look at the first question. Asking Matthew. Matthew, this first question is asking you for time lah, correct? I will now reverse the logic. No. We're not going to be concerned about the time. We're going to be concerned whether this is distance, displacement, velocity, or acceleration. Could you tell us your opinion? Question number 1. Is it about displacement, velocity, or acceleration?
Uh, eh, distance.
Instantaneously at rest, Matthew and everybody else. Instantaneous at rest is a very fancy phrase. The normal people will say it stops lah. Okay, Matthew? It stops. Instantaneously at rest, stops. At that moment, I stop. Stopping talks about displacement or velocity or acceleration. I'm stopping.
Uh,
Actually, I don't expect this to give you so much trouble, but yeah. Okay. Now, on my video one more time. Matthew, pay attention to me, okay? Pay attention to me. Remember, I am putting some pressure for you so that you think, okay? Not so that you don't think. Look, I am moving, right? I'm moving.
uh,
The first thing you see with everybody else, the first thing you see, is it my distance or my speed or my acceleration? The first thing that you notice.
your speed.
Very good. Our eyes are very tuned to speed. To us, speed seems the most important thing, and speed seems like the thing to pay attention to. Whether that's right or wrong, that's how we see things. We think about distance the second. We think about speed first. Wow, this guy is very fast. It's not that this guy covers a very long distance. No, this guy is very fast. Is our comment. For acceleration, almost none of us thinks about acceleration without some sort of training. Again, in this case, the physics student has some advantage, hopefully. Now, since Matthew, you're paying attention to my speed as a normal person with everybody else. What happens when I suddenly do that? You will notice that I
Stop.
stop, which is a very normal thing for a person to do. Maybe I'm tired, maybe I'm waiting for the red light. Tell me, do you notice my distance? Not the first thing, right? You just notice that I stop.
Yeah.
Now, the particle is instantaneously at rest, a very fancy phrase. Is this phrase talking about my distance, or my speed, or my acceleration? Instantaneously at rest.
Your speed.
And for now, let's agree everybody, that's correct. Instantaneously at rest simply means my velocity is 0. I go back to the word velocity, not speed, okay? Can we agree on this, Matthew and everybody else? This is velocity equals to 0. Okay, if there's no objection, yeah, I will go back to. Now, the question will seem difficult to you at first because how come we suddenly talk about velocity? Well, to them it's natural. Aren't I talking about velocity when I say you are stopping? No, it's not natural to me. In some sense, getting used to it should be quite easy lah. That one I can promise. So this guy talks about find me a time when the velocity is 0. Obviously, we should use the velocity level. Very nice. We have prepared everything, including the mystery number. Guys, can you guys find for me what is the time when velocity equals to 0? Could you please do that right now? I'm giving you 1 minute. If you are very confused, please do not wait. Please ask questions. Okay, I'm going to go through it. Ariel, do you know what to do?
No, please don't feel it.
I'm sorry, Ariel. So try again.
No.
Ariel, you have to get used to the fact that you have to ask questions, okay? Now,
Yeah.
I am asking you, not you're asking me right now. I'm asking you, hey, do you know what to do? You say you don't. So what do you do?
I'll ask a question.
All right, ask the question because you haven't asked the question.
Yeah, no, I haven't asked a question because I don't know what I'm confused about.
All right, now regarding the velocity equals to 0, is it clear first?
Yeah.
Okay, then we're using the velocity level.
Oh,
Also,
okay. No, I know what to do.
Good. Ask question, please, Ariel. You have the habit of waiting until 1 minute. Do you understand or not?
Yes.
Look, guys, even though it's manufactured pressure, even though we are so ahead of the other people, if you don't know how to use pressure to benefit your performance, it will be a waste. This holiday tuition is not very useful. If you don't know what to do and there's a pressure, use it to propel you to ask questions. Okay, I never shoot people down for asking questions, ma. Okay, some questions do annoy me, but I still try to answer it. You don't have to worry about that. It annoys me more if you don't ask questions. So now, velocity equals to 0 equals to t squared minus 5t plus 6. Kirana, do you know what to do after this?
No.
Then you should have asked questions. Do you understand, Kirana? Don't wait.
Yeah.
I know you are shy, but you have to overcome that. Eben, do you know what to do?
I factorized it.
Correct. And the factorization will be?
T minus 2, T minus 3.
Now, for those who don't remember how to use to factorize, please remember for now, calculator is the recommended method. If you don't remember how to do it, remember to ask me immediately after the tuition. So don't leave first. Okay, remember to ask this. Calculator should always be used in A math. Doesn't matter the method already. Now, once you factorize, Eben, continue, please. What do you do?
Then I have two values.
Correct? Something like that, correct? At this point, this is just simple E math, correct or not? T equals to?
T 2 and 3.
T equals to 2 and T equals to 3. Now, Eben and everybody else, we seem to have two answers, right? 2 second and 3 second. Is this good news, bad news, or don't know? Matthew, good news, bad news, or don't know?
Good news, because
Or
like
tell
the
us why.
question,
The question says?
find the values of t.
Very good. That means we're on the right track. Maybe the
Yeah.
number is wrong, I don't know, but at least two answers is great. Now, I will tell you that this is definitely correct. For some reason, there are 2 times where we stop. So basically, at 2 seconds, we stop, and then we continue again. It's just stopping for a while. That is the meaning of instantaneous. The fancy phrase has a meaning. It stops for a while, for a moment. Then what happened? And it continues again. Hey, for some reason, at 3 seconds, it stops again for a while, and then he starts moving again. It's not that he stops indefinitely. This is your 3 marks. This is your 3 marks, right? I am telling you the next 3 marks is very close. Okay, next 3 marks is very close, which I need to copy first. Yeah, I'm putting it up here because turns out I have no space. Okay. Brave soul. Some brave soul. What are we supposed to do for part 2? Please give it a try even though you may be wrong. Please don't be afraid of being wrong.
Sub the values back into the d equals to 1/3 t to the power of 3 minus 5/2 t squared.
So okay. So you are suggesting that we use the displacement level, correct? But this one obvious lah, right? And what are we subbing in?
T.
T equals to 3. Why? Because they give you lah. Will that give us the answer?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Joel. If everybody else can understand, please do so. Use your calculator, please. You have 30 seconds to do so lah. Or 1 minute, whatever. If you don't have a calculator at this point, please take your calculator. Okay, if somebody already have an answer, it's just a calculator thingy. Please tell me the number so that we can check it out.
Is it 4.5?
Okay, because I don't have a calculator, 4.5 meter. Can somebody else give me a confirmation or a different number?
Yeah, 4.5.
4.5. Let me confirm one more time. Somebody else, is it 4.5? Somebody else?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
Thank you very much. So all we did is put in the calculator. But why? Because we did all the hard work here. I was just focusing you on the integration. I was promising you it will be useful. There you go. This is 6 marks, man. This is 6 marks. No matter how new this is, I don't think we can say this is harder than binomial, or this is harder than in this. I think if you just practice a little bit, you'll probably get this 6 marks in a very fast manner also. At least that's the promise lah. At least that's the promise. Yeah, this is your 6 mark. Any question before we try the final question, slightly harder? Any questions? Okay, let's talk about the final question. Oh, this one is way harder. Okay, it's not worth the 2 marks. It's not worth the 2 marks. It's something harder. It's just that the first part and second part is so easy. It's still worth doing this third part for the 8 marks. You can't just do easy questions, you also must do some difficult questions. So the final question looks like this. Now the word distance comes to play. And now I have to explain. Everybody should pay attention, but especially physics student should pay attention. This one is important for physics and A. Now he's asking for displacement in the first 3 seconds, which is very weird considering that we have already found displacement at E equals to 3. Let's try to understand the physics behind it. It is actually physics. Okay, I'm going to go to desk. Oh my goodness, we're over time already. You know what? Never mind. We're gonna stop here first. Next week on Wednesday, I'm going to start by trying to pressure test this question. Don't worry too much about it, okay? I'm not giving you any homework. I'm just asking you to follow what I'm doing. Okay? Remember, we're not halfway through the holiday tuition. We're already touching on a prelim question. It's an achievement, okay? We'll try to maintain and try to do much better. Okay, Kirana, please stay. I want to explain a bit more, and Seren also stay. I want to ask some questions. For those who still want to ask questions, please stay. The rest, have a very good weekend. I'll see you on Monday.
Thank you.
Okay, Joel.
Thank you.
All right, Evan.
Bye-bye.
All right, Matthew.
Thank you.
Okay, Ariel, you okay? You
I
sure?
want to ask a question though.
Yes, please. Ask.
Um,
Oh, yes, go ahead.
wait, I'm a bit confused. I'm just confused.
Take your time. Take your time. It's totally new, man. Is it the acceleration velocity displacement problem?
No, it's the
The
Take it-
mystery, the
the
mystery number,
the
the
yeah,
mystery
the
no.
mystery number.
The way we use it in part one,
Yeah,
the
because I can like do the like differentiation or like integration or
Integration.
whatever. I just
Correct,
cannot
correct.
like.
You should. Okay. So the integration and differentiation is a big part. So congratulations to you. Even though it looks kind of medium, it still gives you a lot of marks. Now, how to use it lah? Once we have everything. The values of t, we know that they're trying to ask us to find t, correct? We know that. Do you notice that every level has t?
Yeah.
Therefore, our job is not to find the t, but to determine the level. Do you understand or not?
No, what does that mean?
There's an acceleration level. There is a velocity level. There is a displacement level. Yes?
Yeah.
All of these levels have t. Yes? So he asked us to find t. Isn't the question naturally, wait, which level are you talking about?
I guess.
Does that make some sense? I'm using logic here.
Yes.
Okay, so our job is to choose which level, which is why we have prepared 3 levels. And please note, they never tell you specifically use acceleration, use velocity, use displacement. That is what the question is testing you. Can you tell which level to use? That is what
Yeah,
the
because they
question
give you like the words and stuff.
It's instantaneously at rest, which we
Yeah.
interpret as a velocity 0. We know which level. That is the real question. The real question is which level, not what is t. Once you settle that and you realize, oh, it's velocity and it's equal to 0, you now proceed to do the simple math of factorization.
So basically you just like so you just like equate it to 0 and then
Yeah lah, because
okay, that
they
makes sense.
actually tell you using English lah, actually lah, they did.
Yeah, okay.
They didn't tell you using math. Now, in the part 2, things become so easy because they
Okay, yeah,
actually
makes
tell
sense.
you the
Okay.
level and they tell you the number
Yeah.
and things becomes easier. But the hard work is done, ma. The integration is done.
Okay.
Okay, that's 6 marks for you.
Okay,
And I'm
thank you.
guaranteeing you it will seem very similar for next week, the next few questions. It's like that one. Okay?
Oh, okay. Thank you.
All right, good. I'll see you next week.
See
Okay,
you.
Kirana, clarify first.
I don't really have questions though. I just followed what you did.
Which is true lah. Are you sure you can roughly understand?
Yeah, it's okay.
You will get a lot more practice for this topic for many reasons lah. Because I want to give you confidence, because there's a lot of marks, because I want you to try pressure testing yourself. The criteria for pressure testing is that you have to be rather good at it. It's not difficult to be good at this topic. Okay, the kinematics topic, because why? The integration is rather easy. The structure of the question after a while you see is very similar one. That will happen next Wednesday. So I hope next Wednesday you can do this again and actually be very confident after the pressure testing.
Okay.
Now, Kirana, hear me out one more time. You know, you're a good player in handball, right?
Huh?
You're a reasonably good player in handball, correct?
Floorball.
Floorball, I'm so sorry, floorball, what am I talking about? And you don't like losing, correct or not?
Yeah.
That's why you try very hard, and that's the part that I admire, and I want you to continue doing that. That's from the bottom of my heart. Now, Kirana, when the pressure testing happen next Wednesday, not next Thursday, or next Thursday, we will automatically have a ranking of time. Okay, automatically. And you are not the fastest in AMAT. You might be the slowest or maybe number 9. Now, Kirana, would you interpret that as losing?
No.
Very good. If you don't interpret it as losing, then you will not be discouraged and therefore you will try to improve yourself, whatever the ranking is. The ranking doesn't matter. I just want the ranking to be able to match you and another person. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Do not interpret this as losing. Do not interpret the ranking as something meaningful. It's just useful. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Other than that, I don't want to give you too many homeworks. We are already quite ahead. However, after next week, if you want to request homework, I will give you. Okay?
Yeah.
I'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.
Now, Sen, tell me, how are you?
I like watch until like the how to like differentiate and integrate like the first part.
Correct. My question is, did you actually start making notes?
Like I wrote down like like whatever number you wrote down, I just like wrote down that one.
Just yeah. For now, it's like that. Why? Because
Yeah.
in the end, we have to do it lah, so to speak.
Yeah.
You cannot just watch it. Okay, it doesn't work. Okay. Can I
Mhm.
take it that you're a person who don't just watch? You will tend to
Yeah.
be good. Okay, then good for you because that's all you need for now.
Okay.
Keep your questions, okay? You have to, watch until the end. You can do it tomorrow, blah, blah, blah. Ask your questions
Okay.
on Wednesday or whatever. Okay? Are you sure you're okay, sir?
Yeah.
Catch up with us, okay?
Yeah.
I'll see you then. Bye.